Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be doing attacks against the Plague Creeper, Primal Lord, and also showing you a replay of the top score for today. It was with the same team that I showed in my video yesterday, the Florabelle version with Cassadee, which is the overall top performing team right now. One thing we tried, because some people had the boss get to below 40% health on their servers today, and we were thinking Nara would be a good option and maybe replacement for Thorin, but we tried it in many different team comps and unfortunately it was not performing as well as the Florabelle comp, which is the top performer right now. It's kind of like Vala. Even we tried Vala yesterday when the boss got below 50% health, and it almost did as well as like the Cassadee Lily May comp that we were running, but not quite, and so we gave up on it. And it's kind of the same for Nara. Unfortunately, just not the best option for this boss. Okay, we're gonna get right into it. We have resonating level 621 on our heroes, and I have one hero at 631, and of course you want to give your highest level possible to Cassadee, because the whole comp is revolving around using Cassadee, buffing up with his attack as much as possible, and then having as many bodies on the field from the summons of both Cecia and Florabelle to gain the power of tidal strength when we cast Running Tide with Cassadee onto them. And this is the positioning that we are running. One other alternate positioning, and shout out to Daragon for this, is that you can position your heroes actually in this way, have Cecia be the sacrifice. This might work out better for you if you're at a lower resonating level. It is going to force Cassadee up into the center position, and she is going to have the maximum chance of buffing up your entire team. So there's another formation you can try and see whether this does better for you. But for me and for people who are able to clear the waves really quickly, then this comp is what is actually doing a little bit better. It allows Cassadee to begin attacking a bit sooner. Okay, we're ready to go. All sorted. Resonating spell is what we are going to try for today. And yep, let's go for it. Okay, here we go. We're gonna watch it on ×1 speed, and we want to see the uptime of the tidal strength buff with the Cassadee. So my Cassadee moves right over to the left right here, as you can tell, and that is why she is now in like the prime position. But if you don't clear the wave fast enough, it can end up that Cassadee still remains towards the right position, and then she's not going to have as optimal of a Running Tide ultimate cast. Also, the key thing for this team is really quickly clearing these waves before Running Tide is available off cooldown again, and so Cassadee can cast it right when the boss respawns. I think this is a big reason why like after you get to a certain resonating level, Cassadee team just does really well. And this is also why resonating spell is kind of important, because if we didn't have it, then she wouldn't have the Running Tide at the optimal moments to line up, like right here. And again, the boss spawns, we have Running Tide, we cast it, get the magic defense shred, and pretty much burst the boss and just move back into clearing up the waves. I want to try this team with Tide Call spell. Generally, that can do, like, it's good RNG, that can do even better than resonating spell. But it's just like this fight and how it's playing out is so clean with the resonating spell, like you're just seeing. And the whole team is so grouped up. Even when we were in the waves of the Plague Rots just before this, and Cassadee casted a diagonal angle, I'm pretty sure it hit the whole team. The whole team was pretty much all grouped up. So 23 seconds left. Wow, look at this. People today have gotten 22 billion damage with this team. I'm not expecting our team to get that high, but I would really like it if we could at least break 20 billion, and I think it should be possible. But keep in mind, whatever the score meter is saying, there could be a subtraction at the end of the match. 8 seconds left, come on. We gotta break 20 billion, hopefully 20.5 billion would make me pretty happy. And then after this, we're gonna test a different version with like Florabelle on the buff tile. Come on, 21, 22? 21.8 billion as a score meter, but how much will the final actual score be? 21.4 billion. Not bad. That's really amazing, because again, the people getting 22 billion scores, they are the ones with the plus 15 Cassadees, a lot of Paragon 4s on their team, and basically everything up to plus 15 investment. So I am really happy with a 21.4 billion score with one resonating, one level 631, and the rest. Definitely the Graveborn faction talent, the extra 3 upgrades we got from stage 3, allowing you to have a boosted like stack value each time we get the kill on the Plague Rots. Instead of giving you 10% attack stack, you get 12%. That does make a big difference. But yeah, Here's a damage chart, and it is really, really good. Okay, and we got 33 treasure chests off of that. I've never gotten 33 before, but it doesn't really matter. Each additional chest is only giving you as much as the previous chests we're getting. So if you can just get up to 30, you're getting pretty much the maximum out rewards. Okay, I actually want to try one more thing. Rather than florabelle on the buff tile, just to see whether we can get an improvement. I'm going to try tide call with this formation. And basically the idea is that now Cassadee will not begin attacking the boss as quickly because she'll have to like change her direction and then go up here and begin attacking. But she's going to end up in an optimal position, number one. And number two, she is maybe with the tide call spell, the later arrival to the fight might be better. I don't know. So we're going to try this and see what can happen. Okay, so Cassadee ends up going here. Yeah, Carolina also joins the fight a little bit late. I don't know if it makes, honestly, that big of a difference. The team is really pretty well grouped up right now. And Cassadee is not going to use Running Tide, which is good. She's going to have it available for the boss right now. She's not charging as fast as with Resonating Spell, as you can tell, but she has it in time. And if she can hit everyone with the Running Tide... Oh, the Running Tide and Tide Call went off at the same time. That was so crazy. They both, because it was the Cassadee's ultimate which triggered the Tide Call right there. And so it was like a double tide. 60 seconds left. 4 billion damage right now. The thing about Tide Call spell is that, okay, good Running Tide. We're going to have the debuff, but we kill the boss too quickly. And I think that is the problem. Like with the Tide Call spell in this team, what is it actually doing for you? Because you use Tide Call spell for the debuff. But if the debuff doesn't even stick because every time you cast it, the boss is already dead. I guess it more quickly moves you back into the summon, the Plague Rot stage. And so maybe it might work, honestly, I don't know. Like, we should be clearing faster. Maybe we can get an additional boss stage compared to the previous formation with Resonating Spell. We're still all grouped up. We're hitting pretty much all of the entire team. That Tide Call spell was a bit wasted because it didn't activate on anything. Everything was already dead, which is the other problem. Like, if you're not hitting anything with Tide Call spell, then it's not really good for you at all. Okay, so Carolina is going to damage the boss. Running Tide, a bit wasted onto the boss here, but we have the debuff. Tide Call spell goes off. Keep damaging the boss. Okay, 10 seconds, 9 seconds left. And back to the Plague Rot stage. So this didn't do too bad, but again we had Carolina on the buff tile, and it didn't do as well as our optimal formation. So it's just kind of confirming that the positioning of the team and also the Resonating Spell, although Tide Call should add some to our score, no, it actually took away some from our score in the end. We had 19.5 on the score meter down to 19 billion. Yeah, the top performing team is the team I showed you in yesterday's video and at the first run we did of today's video. We'll just end off the video by going through the replay from Himmel. Himmel sent me his replay where he got 22 billion damage with this team. And of course, a lot of Paragon 4s, but 16.8 billion damage from Cassadee, 3.7 billion damage from the Carolina. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at this. We can watch it in 2x speed. We know how the fight plays out, and we just want to see the high damage number. So the difference between this and my team, that was a pretty suboptimal Running Tide right there. But I guess it doesn't really matter because at the beginning stage of the boss, you clear him so quickly that you go back to the Plague Rot stage without even needing to cast the Running Tide. So the difference between this and my team is just gonna be the stat investment. Because we got like 21.2 billion damage, I believe, and this one got 22 billion damage. It's only an 800 million damage difference, and that will just be amounted to the Resonating level. I think he also had Carolina at 631, and then also the investment of the heroes. And that is pretty much now this, but this replay of the 22 billion damage is showing you the maximum potential of this team as of today, based on the maximum Resonating level we can achieve. And like maximum invested into your heroes. Look at this, 34. He got 34 treasure chests. We only got 33. So maybe at 22 billion or so, you unlock the 34th one, or maybe 21.5 billion because we just missed that. And that is the overall formation with the 23 Graveborn talents. And I will show you my Graveborn talent, faction talent tree, if you want to pull up this team as well. So the faction talent tree on stage 3 is going to be the attack, the defense penetration, but most importantly we're doing it for the skill upgrade because this is going to increase the power of your buff stacks from 10% to 12%, and that's probably a reason that we were able to get such a good score, because I think the people who don't have that upgrade are getting, like, even at my resonating level, are going to be getting around 20.5 billion, or yeah, so 21.4 billion. Honestly, pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. That's going to be it. It just confirms the fact that even after Nara testing, even after Vala testing, the top team is still the team that I'm sharing. If you have a highly invested cassadee, that is what is key for this team, because all of the damage comes from cassadee. It's a whole comp designed around cassadee outputting the damage. Also, we didn't even have epic charms on cassadee. My cassadee has elite charms right now. Yeah. As I talked about, if you want to force the cassadee into the middle positioning, you can try that. It might work out better for you, depending on your resonating level and all of the investment of your heroes. But yeah, I just wanted to basically show you the maximum potential of the team as of today, and the overall top scoring Plague Creeper Primal Lord team for today. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. And until the next one, everyone, peace out for now.